As they say in that wonderful song, Bittersweet Symphony, I am a million different people from one day to the next. That's one of the biggest takeaways I've had this summer from really filming myself and listening back, is just that I really have a very, very inconsistent personality. And I don't know if it's chalked up to something wrong with me, but it really is like, here is happy Joe on one day, happy, fun-loving Joe. Here's creative, this is all a joke kind of Joe, where there's some kind of like concept. Here is really sad Joe. Here's really angry, bitter Joe. Just all these different kinds of me, all these different flavors. And it really does change dramatically from one day to the next, to the point where it's sometimes even comical if you watch day something and 1 to day something and 2. It's almost a hilarious juxtaposition. I'll be calm and reflective, being like, ah yes, wise lessons that I can rest calmly on today. And the next day I'll be like, everything stinks. Everything's just awful. Throw it all in the trash. Burn it all. I think I literally even said that one day. I literally said, burn it all. It's a cool way of knowing myself, getting to this place where I have such a hard time defining myself, because I know I could be completely different tomorrow. It makes you wonder how much I can really call this person one solid entity if he's constantly changing and then changing back and losing parts of himself that he never gets back and gaining parts of himself that he won't lose from here on out. The whole concept of personality and me being one consistent thing, it's all just kind of falling into question. And that's a tough thing to realize, especially because it's not very marketable. And I don't even just mean marketable as in like if I was trying to be a celebrity or something, although that is a problem. It's that you're always kind of marketing yourself to people around you, and people get impressions on you based of who you are the first time that they meet you, or maybe even the first week, first month that they meet you. And I always wonder that I'm giving them a false impression, either for the better, like, hey, you're seeing me at a really sad, bitter time, sometimes with an obvious influence, like there's some bad life circumstance going on, but sometimes just because that's just the season that I'm in. And so, like, people might have a bad first impression of me that improves with more that they know me. Or sometimes you might meet me when I'm at my most charismatic, when I just have all these great one-liners and hilarious jokes, and when I'm just generally warmer than I might be later on. It's easy to meet me at extremes that aren't going to be reflective of who I'll be even tomorrow sometimes. And yeah, I think that will be my hardest problem if I am ever trying to brand myself. Because people who show up for one thing and like it want more of that same thing that they already saw. And there's been case after case after case of artist, creator, just general like media personality having a hard time because they set an expectation of who they are. And then they either just naturally change, or they decide they want to make some big change to their format. And they lose people in the process that were interested in them before. So I guess I just, not even out of a choice, but just if I am continuously being just myself on camera, I gotta get people used to the ever-changing nature of how I conduct myself. And that's hard. People like consistency, and understandably, we like knowing that this thing will stay the same, safe and secure, in this very unsafe and insecure life that we live, where everything's changing all the time. People like the people that they look up to remain constant. And I'm not going to. But that's also what's kind of cool. I'm a box of chocolates. I'm a grab bag, a mystery grab bag. Just reach in, and one day you might pull out a heart, another day you might pull out a liver, and one of those days you just might pull out a kidney.